Hi everyone, and welcome back to Gray's Gardening. I am Gray, and I'm back with another one of those YouTube videos. So, I'd just like to start off with a massive big thank you to everyone who's subscribed to my channel. I did a video last week, and I said to myself, I had 17 viewers at the time, or 17 subscribers, and I set myself a challenge of trying to get to 20. Now, I managed to hit 30, so great big thank you to everyone who subscribed and has been following my channel. If you're watching now and you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, and let's see if we can get to 50 this week. It's my new challenge. So I've been busy. I've created a Twitter account, and I've been teaching myself how to edit these videos, so hopefully they're starting to get a little bit better. I've learned how to add some music, do the fast forward part. I've found out how to add in some stills, and that's what I'm going to be doing today. Because what I want to do is show you exactly how the allotment looked 7 years ago when I took the plot on. So just a bit of background. I was on the waiting list for this plot for 5 years before I took it on. Now, sadly, by the time I did get it, it had been sat vacant for 2 years. No one had touched it at all. So as you can imagine, it was pretty overgrown. It was pretty much like a jungle. So if I'm doing this correctly, you should now be able to see the pictures of how it looked 7 years ago, and there should still be some resemblance to how it looks now. I've also created some new shorts. I'm having fun with them, and I only just worked out on the last short that I created, I'm meant to actually put them in portrait mode instead of landscape. So sorry about that, but next ones will be in portrait mode. So I'm also, and I've already stopped it already, I'm trying to smile a bit more when I do these videos. I watch them back and I think, great, you should have smiled there. So I'm trying. What I'm actually down here today for is a little bit of an update, but also I'm going to be digging in a pond, or at least starting it. But before I do that, I'm going to have to clean some beds up and basically tidy the whole thing. So the plan of action today is to clear this bed, take all them pots off, take the weed control fabric off, give it a good weed, and get that ready for everything I dig out can then go into that bed. Hopefully I'll be able to tidy that one too. Most of that is just weed control fabrics. That should come up quite nicely. And then this is the bed that I'm going to be taking up. I'm going to take that bed completely out, and I'm going to be putting the pond there. So the pond should just be in that area by the time I'm finished. So let's have a little look. Let's get cracking. Then let's get clearing. But before I do, just wanted to show you, I've spotted my rhubarb has sprouted, and he's going to go in to this raised bed. So I'll pop him here for now. This is the molehill soil I've been collecting up. I'm going to use that. Right, it didn't take me too long there. So there's the bed. Took away all those pots, lifted up the weed control fabric. That's actually done its job quite well. But I did just have to dig out quite a bit of bindweed. We do get quite a bit of bindweed down at the plot, and some nettles were forming. So give me a good chance to get into the soil, dig out as many of those roots as I possibly could. Never going to get rid of it all, but at least I've stopped it in its tracks. What did happen though? Okay, so I need to do a repair job. As you can see, the end of my raised bed has rotted over the winter and is collapsed. So that'll be a job for another day. I haven't got my drill with me. I tend not to leave anything of worth down at the plot, just in case there's any kind of break-ins. We have, over the years, we have had some break-ins down here, which is annoying. But I think many people who've got allotments kind of know that it comes with the territory. So I don't leave anything here of value. That goes home with me, and I bring it for when I need it. So I haven't got my drill to fix that one. Anyway, next raised bed to do is that one. Second bed weeded. Wasn't too bad, that one. Less weeds in there, no bindweed, no nettles, just a bit of grass really. But what I did find quite a lot of, all along the sides here, they may look like strawberries, but they're actually framberries. It's a cross between a strawberry and a raspberry, and they really do just spread everywhere. Lovely little fruits. You can eat them. They're like a pineapple-y strawberry taste. A bit smaller than a strawberry, but as long as I get to them before the birds, get plenty of them. So I'm going to leave that there. I think that can be my little framberry bread along the side. As I was moving these pots around, I found these lovely little snowdrops have come out. Didn't even know I planted them in, so they've either self-seeded or forgotten. But these pots have actually got peonies in them, and I just see those little red shoots there, the start of the new peonies. Now sadly this is actually a sycamore seedling, so I need to dig that out because that's the last thing I want in this pot, a sycamore tree. But as you can see, each of the peonies all starting to come out, and that's a slightly different variety, hence why those buds look a little bit different, and they come out and this frame just supports them. And then in this pot, I've had this one for years. If you just see there, it's the start of my fritilia or fritilla. It's a lovely yellow fritilia, comes back every single year. So just thought I'd show you them. And also, like any time I come to do some gardening or some jobs, I get sidetracked. And if you can see these, I don't know if you can, these are blackthorn, and they allow me to, well, one day hopefully grow some sloes on them, which I'll be able to use to make sloe gin. But I ended up tidying them up a little bit, chopping them back, just to keep them a bit more manageable. This is what I've actually come down for. This is what I've come to do, is to take this bed out, and this is where the pond is going to go. Now the reason I've cleared them first is because the soil I dig out of this one, I want to put onto these ones, so I have to kind of give them a good weed first. Now, so I'm hoping that this old steel frame will come out in one go. So it was actually the base of an old greenhouse I had, so I decided to use it as a raised bed instead. Yeah, we've got movement. That's come out a bit easier than I thought it would. So now I can get digging, and I might be able to reuse that frame for another raised bed somewhere else. So I've just realised I made a bit of a schoolboy error. I've left my wheelbarrow at home. I was going to dig this out, put it in the wheelbarrow, and then dump it into those beds, but this one's quite close, so I'm going to try and just basically dig and chuck straight into that one. So see how it goes. So back when I built this raised bed, I've just discovered that I put a membrane down underneath, or some black weed control fabric. So I don't know whether that's going to make it easier or not, but I might be able to just drag the whole thing over. That would save me some time. Might have to take some off first though, because it's a bit heavy. Yep. Okay, I'm not sure if you just saw me nearly fall over, but that weed control membrane should make this easier now. Right, I've come back with my trusty wheelbarrow. So now it's time to dig this out and put it on that bed. Let's get going. Right, that's enough pond digging for one day. There's the pond behind me. Hopefully you can see what I've done today. Back's a bit sore now, so best not overdo it. But with all that soil I've managed to dig out, this new raised bed's looking much nicer. This one not quite finished yet, and I won't be able to put all the soil on this end because of the daffodils coming through, but once they're finished I'll be able to backfill that, and next year they'll just poke their way through. So plenty of soil there. I did manage to plant in my rhubarb that was in a big pot. Hopefully that'll be much happier now. I managed to separate that into 4 pieces, so with any joy should be able to spread a little bit. And then this bed over here is going to be my new fruit bush bed. So gooseberries, black currants, red currants, white currants, and raspberries, loganberries and tayberries, all growing in that one, and maybe that one as well. So I've got the bark chip ready, I've got my homemade wood chipping that I did from the willow tree, and there's the plants there ready to go in. I also managed to repot my honeyberry. I've got 2 honeyberries and a pawpaw tree, which do give, well, the honeyberry give nice long purple fruits. Now they're in a bigger pot with nice new compost. They should grow quite nicely. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Leave me a comment also. Do like to know if you're liking this kind of thing. Put that thumbs up, that helps to get this video out to more and more people. And yeah, thanks very much for watching. Speak to you soon.